Hello, neighbors. Welcome, welcome. Welcome back to my porch. It's finally nice enough weather that I can get back out onto my porch to chat with you guys. You can see we have a pretty short agenda tonight, so we probably won't be on here too long. But I am wearing my Red Bank Lions shirt because the boys soccer team just won on Friday against CSLA. Woohoo! Go Lions! And tomorrow, actually, the first item on our agenda tomorrow is to recognize the boys basketball team from Red Bank High School because they almost won state. They came in second, which is really, really awesome. They worked really hard this whole season. So that's what we'll be doing first thing tomorrow at our work session is we'll be recognizing those folks on the team and the coaches, and just really excited to just, give them some applause and let them know that we're really proud of them. And then secondly, we will be recognizing Rachel Gammon, who is currently the executive director of Northside Neighborhood House, and she has been with them for 25 years and has just devoted her life to serving communities north of the river, which includes Red Bank. So we're really grateful for all of the time that she has poured into Northside Neighborhood House, and especially as director for the past several years. So we'll be recognizing her and her contributions to our community. Item number 2, which is a voting item, is an end of the year budget amendment. If you've been watching any of these, the whole time I've been doing them over the past 3+ years, this budget amendment is just when we have to reconcile an unbudgeted expenditure. So in this case, this is for a grant that we received. So when we apply for grants, we never know when we're going to get them, so we can't budget for them. So it technically counts as an unbudgeted revenue, and then also an expense because we're using that money. So this grant in particular was for a Violent Crimes Intervention Fund grant, and this fund is funding a detective position that we have currently in our police department. So we are just reconciling that grant that we received. Number 3 is we are just proclaiming the week of April. I've lost it. I think it was 11th through 14th through the 20th. Sorry about that. As National Telecommunicator Week, because we want to recognize and thank the operators at the Hamilton County 911 Center. They directed almost 13,000 calls last year that were related to fire, medical, and police emergencies. So they help us quite a bit. We do pay a little bit to fund their center, just like all of the other municipalities do. And so we just want to recognize them and thank them for everything they do to help our neighbors get connected with who they need to get connected to keep them safe. So we will be doing that. We are adding a Red Bank resident to our cemetery advisory board. I'm super excited about that. We have a lot of people who are really invested in that. We have a historic cemetery that's been identified, in case you've missed it, here in Red Bank, called the Potter's Field, or just the Field. And if you're not following, I can't remember what her handle is totally, but it's Megan Ledbetter, the Field. She is documenting it alongside the work that the Cemetery Advisory Board is doing and our partners at Trust for Public Land are doing to help us get to where we need to be to restore this cemetery and honor the lives of the folks who were buried there. So Emily Crouch is going to be our new Cemetery Advisory Board member, and I'm really excited and thankful for her volunteering to step up and serve on that board. Number 5, we're adding Sandra Fagans to our Festival Advisory Committee. This is the board that really helps plan our Jubilee and our Christmas parade, but I would very much, and I think a lot of people would very much like to see them expanding those kinds of community events throughout the year, which certainly they will be able to talk about. But if you want to volunteer on that board, I think we might still actually have one seat open. So definitely give City Hall a call if you want to find that out. 877-1103 is the phone number. And just really excited again to have our community members and residents showing up to volunteer for these boards and have some ownership in the decisions that are made for our community. And then finally, last item, super easy peasy. Like I said, tomorrow's agenda is pretty short. This is a resolution to update our administrative hearing officer's agreement. This is with Jim Exum. He's an attorney, and he has been our administrative hearing officer since 2018. But his contract and payment rate has not been updated since 2018. So it has been adjusted for CPI, and it's going from like, I think, $250 an hour to $310 an hour. He doesn't have hearings all the time, so don't worry. We're looking at actually establishing like a quarterly schedule. So what he does is when there have been code violations and citations have been issued by the city, if you've gotten so many warnings and you still haven't, come into compliance, you'll get referred to the administrative hearing officer for further discussion and potentially fines or things like that. So that's what his role is. So again, looking at maybe like a quarterly schedule, so he'll just have like a large block, hopefully not a large block. Let's maybe don't do that. But he'll have a block of citations that he'll be reviewing and hearing. So that's his role in the city, and like I said, we haven't updated his agreement since 2018, so it's time. But that's it, friends. That's it. Super easy peasy tonight. Super short, 7 minutes. Unless you guys have questions, I'm going to let you go. And if you can't make it tomorrow, you can always tune in on YouTube. You can live stream it, or you can watch the recording later. And I have added all of those links to all of those necessary pages in my account. I started a link tree finally. I'm like 8 million years behind the times, but it makes it really easy for you guys to get access to all the links you need for the city, my other pages, and just relevant articles and things. So, and in case you missed the post that I just made about the Red Bank cleanup day in honor of Earth Day, which is April 20th, from 10 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. with green steps and be caffeinated, you can find that link in my bio. So make sure you check that out, and I hope you'll show up to help us clean up our city. All right, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your night, and I'll see you tomorrow.